Hey, what's happening, guys, and welcome back to another awesome and exciting unboxing video. This time it's the May box, and there's actually only 2 days left in May, so I'm kind of late getting this to you. I apologize. It's been a crazy busy month. But that being said, I'm going to dive a little bit deeper into these baits than I normally do and show you a couple of rigging techniques, or talk about a couple of rigging techniques for all the baits in this month's box. And this one, MonsterBass knocked it out of the park. So this is the Regional Pro Box for the South region. I'm in Dallas, Texas, obviously in the South. So we're going to talk about the baits that came in this box, the colors, and how you would use them. Let's dive in. All right, the first one is by a brand that we all know and love, Strike King, the KVD. This is, I believe, the dirt color. Yeah, it's just the dirt color Finesse worm, a 12 pack. So let me show you what that looks like out of the package. You can see it's a little bit of a green on one side, like a, not quite a green pumpkin, but then on the other side, kind of like an orangish brownish color with black flake, with that bolus tail on the end. And I'll tell you a couple different rigging techniques. One, you could Texas rig this. That's probably one of my favorite ways. No pun intended, since I'm in Texas. But another way is you could throw this on a Nico rig or on a shaky head. Any three of those methods right now would really work and would do really well, especially with the waters getting warmer. I would throw this even on deeper and deeper water, and maybe off some offshore structure to try to land some bass out in some deeper water. This is a pretty cool worm, great scent as well. KVD, perfect plastics, that coffee scent, and the dirt color. Awesome worm. All right, next, if you remember from a couple months back, I think it was maybe like October, November, so several months back now, there was a bait from Rabid Baits called the Shaker Worm. Well, we got another package of baits from Rabid Baits called the Rabid Crawl, and this is actually a Monster Red, a special edition color by MonsterBass. Let me show you what it looks like out of the package. Little crawl, red crawl color, a little bit of a green pumpkin, red and black flake with those red feathers. And it may not look like much, but underwater, these feathers and that hair, I should say, absolutely come alive. I mean, this thing looks fantastic under the water. I would rig this personally on a Ned rig, and it's going to stand up in the water just like that and shake back and forth. It's going to be an awesome little finesse presentation on a Ned rig or like an EWG Ned head. Awesome, awesome bait. I can't wait to give these a try. Even though I don't throw the Ned rig much, this one is going to be stellar on the Ned rig. All right, next up, moving to a moving bait. A couple months ago, you saw a bait called from Bait Labs called the what was it? The Rocket Shad. This is a different one by Bait Labs. This is their Ultimate Strike Shad, and kind of like a perch color, if you will. But let me get out and show you. Kind of a 3 to 5 foot diving crankbait, probably a medium body style, and some really, really mean looking eyes on that thing. And as I'm talking, I just stuck myself with the hooks. So super sharp hooks, a little bit of a red on the belly. I would throw this probably on, obviously a cranking rod, medium action, probably also with, I would go with maybe a 12 to 14 pound fluorocarbon line is what really works well with these baits. Bird, it's being really loud. All right, and let me back up real quick. Also with the Rabid Baits, I would throw this probably on a lighter fluorocarbon, and I would throw this worm probably on about a 14 pound fluorocarbon. That's just me. That's in Texas. We go a little bit heavier line than normal, just because we got big fish, MonsterBass down here. All right, next up is a really cool, smaller company, but Stanley Jigs, hand-tied jig. This is a peanut butter and jelly with a little bit of a blue stripe going through the back of it, 1/2 ounce casting jig. Again, right now I would probably pair this with a nice crawl on the back, drag it along the bottom. Your offshore structure bites are going to work really well right now with this particular jig, casting jig. Throw it off the bottom, it's going to work great. I would throw this on probably a 17 pound fluorocarbon on a medium heavy rod. That's what I would go with. All right, sticking with some moving baits, a really cool one by Chase Baits is the Rip Snorter. Show you that one, and yes, I've already taken it out of the package. But a couple of really unique characteristics about this bait is, one, you can see it's got a weedless hook that I can kind of pull down and expose, but when you push it up, it buries right into the tail. Your line ties on the top of the bait, and then you'll notice I have an underspin as well. So imagine this as almost like a lipless crankbait, that is going to kind of shimmy along as you're pulling it, moving bait, along with an underspin that's also weedless. Pretty cool combination. I would throw this around grass or through the tops of grass. So I would let it sink into the grass, rip it back up, let it sink into the grass some more. Especially right now in Texas with the shad spawn happening, you're probably gonna get a lot of good bites on this. It also comes with a backup hook. In the event you lose this one, you got a second one. Pretty cool bait. Can't wait to give this one a try and throw it around some grass. That's where I would target this. Also, probably with a 15 to 17 pound fluorocarbon on a medium heavy rod is where I would toss that. All right, a really cool, really unique bait by Lunker Hunt is the Kraken. And that color, let me get out of the package because you got to see this color, is really pretty awesome. Now, you're familiar with bladed jigs. This is another bladed jig by Lunker Hunt, again called the Kraken. Now, I have paired it with the X-Zone Swammer in that purple color, but look at the head on that, the purple, a little bit of a purple flake. Be kind of a good crappie imitation if you have crappie in your lakes, which here in Texas we do, and then a little bit of that shad as well. But that vibrating jig head, what's different about it though is you can see right here there's a swing, kind of like a swing head on this vibrating jig. So it's going to give you a whole lot more action than your normal vibrating jig like a chatterbait or even the Thunder Cricket by Strike King. All great baits, it's just a little bit different style with that swing head on this particular vibrating jig. Really cool. I'm pretty pumped about throwing this one, and that color is really awesome. So really cool color. Two more things as we wind down. Man, who doesn't love a good buzz bait? And look at this one. Man, it is massive. That's a really cool buzz bait. This is the Squelcher in a 3/8 ounce, and what's different about it is that that blade on the front is a little bit bigger than most. And then you also have a really cool keel-shaped head down here on the bottom that's going to allow you to kind of stay up on a higher plane. And then an oversized hook there as well, and that color, kind of that white, black stripes and chartreuse, excuse me. Really awesome. Can't wait to give that one a toss, probably this weekend. Normally your MonsterBass box comes with some hooks. This one has a variety pack by Sandbar Tackle. Really cool small company out of Corpus Christi, Texas. Who doesn't love that? A Texas company. You could take this, you could pair it Texas rigged with your Finesse worm from KVD and Strike King. I would also throw a bullet weight on this and have yourself a great little bait there. As you know, there's always a really cool cards that explains all the baits in your box. Right now, there's an awesome MonsterBass challenge where MonsterBass is teamed up with Angler to complete a challenge for the month of May. I believe it's going to run in June as well, so be sure to check that out. And look at this sticker, guys. Is that not an awesome fish coronavirus MonsterBass sticker? I normally give some of these away, not this one. I'm keeping this one. This is pretty cool. So, quick recap. We got the crankbait by Bait Labs. I got to put this back kind of together in the box, but the Kraken, that is just an awesome, awesome vibrating jig. I've paired it with the X-Zone Swammer right there. Really cool color. All right, we got that. We got the Squelcher by Booyah Baits. We have the Rip Snorter by Chase Baits. And this particular color, by the way, is zombie. You can see that kind of pink eye and the stripes on it. Really cool color. We've got Stanley Jigs, kind of a PB&J with a little bit of a blue flake casting jig. Awesome bait right now for offshore. Really cool Rabid baits, the Rabid Crawl in that monster red color. Then you've got your variety hooks from Sandbar Tackle. And last but not least, your Strike King KVD Finesse worm in that dirt color. Really cool worms. All right, guys, that is it for the month of May. June is right around the corner. I should be getting my box hopefully in the next week or two. So stay tuned for that unboxing. And make sure you subscribe to the channel. We've got some really cool content coming this weekend. Heading out to a pretty cool lake. We're going to crush it. So stay tuned for that. Some more how-to videos coming as well, and some instructional videos I'm going to dive into. So really hoping to kind of share a little bit more of what's been working for me so that you can learn as well how to catch fish around you. And make sure to comment below what your favorite bait was out of here and what you believe, if you got this particular month's box, what you think will work best for you, or since it's so late in May, what you're already catching them on. All right, guys, thanks for checking out this video. Thanks for subscribing. And if nobody told you today, God loves you, and so do I. And until next time, peace out.